Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another Axel 72 video. And in today's video I've got another interview, and yes, I am in a bit of a different spot, so my camera probably looks quite crappy at the moment, but that doesn't matter because I'm here with today Danny Hand. Welcome.
Hi mate, how's it going? You alright?
It's going great, mate. I'm very much appreciating you coming on the channel.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
So yeah, we're here to do another interview today. Like the if you do indeed like the video, subscribe if you are new. And yeah, we'll get straight into the interview. So, going into this, you are a one-on-one amateur fighter for Cage Warriors, and I'm going to start off just kind of at the start of your career. Who kind of inspired you to get into MMA?
Inspired me. I'd probably say, looking like back in the day, I always watched like John Jones growing up. People like GSP. Like
Yeah.
I was always a fan of Mark. Young age, I started off in Thai boxing, so I know like Buakaw and stuff from Thai. But I'd probably say John Jones, GSP.
They're two legends of the sport. I'm not surprised that they inspired you. So, why did you get into MMA?
Pretty much. I was doing Thai originally, and then when I was in like my final year of school, my dad kicked me out of Thai. He said I couldn't go anymore because I wasn't trying in school.
Oh right.
So I took a year off. Then I started going to the gym, just like regular gym, lifting weights and stuff. Didn't really enjoy it. Thought I got to do something else. And then I ended up starting MMA probably about 3 years ago now, and then just stuck to it.
All right, fair enough. That I respect the commitment to to kind of know what you want, especially as I mean you're still young now, so to actually kind of know what you want now, it's respectable.
Yeah. I'm 21 next week actually.
Yeah. So you're still very young in your career.
Yeah.
So obviously you are one-on-one fighter. Well, your first fight unfortunately did end in defeat, but what was it like in your first fight?
Do you know what? I've tried explaining it to people, and I've had fights before back in Thai like years ago, but coming back and then doing the MMA fight, I felt great leading up to the fight. That making weight was perfectly fine. Walking into the cage, I felt good, and then the bell just rang, and it just all disconnected. I was like,
Right.
I didn't understand what. And then I felt I was only like 20-30% at my best on that night, and I ended up losing a split decision.
Yeah.
And I'm still an amateur at the minute, so you know, as time goes on, you just get experience all the time, and so you just get better and better.
Of course. What is it like working with Cage Warriors?
Good. I'm on the academy shows at the minute, so the ones down in Wales, they're in Ebbw Vale, like an hour or so away from me. But the shows run professionally. From what I've been told, they run exactly like they are in the pro shows, obviously without the media and stuff. But you make weight exactly the same. They're looking after you all day.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. It's easy to get on with. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it won't be too long until you're actually with the proper Cage Warriors and fighting on their shows.
Yeah, well, hopefully. The plan is, I guess, see how far I can go with this now in the amateur career. At least, I'd say at least another 2 years probably, and then 23, 24, maybe look at going pro then.
Yeah, fair enough. So obviously you have fought since that defeat, and you did get your first win. What was it like getting your first win? What was that feeling like?
Yeah, I was ecstatic, like because I know how good I am, and I know the boys I train with, and in my opinion, we've got one of the best gyms probably in the UK, if not even broader than that. But like just being able to show it on the stage again, like the crowd was elevated. It wasn't a sold out crowd, and it wasn't huge numbers, but the event was just class.
Yeah. So overall, a great feeling, which is what I can imagine, really.
Yeah.
So are you? Obviously, Cage Warriors, they're coming back to Wales, I believe. Is it next week?
Yeah. It's on my birthday, actually.
Is it? Oh, right. Well, happy birthday for them.
Cheers, thank you.
And are you going to be watching that card? Are you going to be going to the card?
No, actually, one of our boys here, Josh O'Connor, has just signed to the PFL.
Oh, right.
So he's fighting on the same night up in Cardiff as well. So as a gym, we're going up to watch him up there instead. So.
Oh right, okay, fair enough. Well, I'm sure that will still be a big night because PFL is a big organisation as well. So, how many times more are you planning to fight this year?
Well, I'm scheduled to fight in October now. Another Cage Warriors Academy show, and then if they do another one at the end of the year, I'll do another one. If not, I'll wait till January. I want to be active, but I compete in other disciplines as well. Like, I've had a boxing fight this year. I've had a K1 fight this year.
Have you?
I've done a gyms comp.
Right.
Just, I like being active, but with the MMA, that's the main goal. So I want to take my time with that every time I.
Fair enough. So, what is kind of your plan then? So you said you wanting to go pro in a couple of years. Are you looking to go into go pro into Cage Warriors, or is it like any other organization, even like going up to like UFC?
Well, when I first turned pro, I'm not expecting like a contract with any promotion or anything.
Yeah.
I'm 1, 2, maybe even 3 fights just on the regional circuit, still like the local shows down here, and then hopefully a bigger promotion picks me up. We'll just see what happens. Right out, because like you said, like I said, I'm only 20 at the minute. I've got plenty of years left in the game.
Of course, yeah, of course. So is how far? This is kind of linking from the last question. How far do you think you can go in this sport?
I don't see I can't go all the way. Like the boys I'm training with, the Academy will show. Like, we've got 2 boys that have both been champions on there. One at lightweight, one at welterweight. Me myself, I'm a welterweight as well, so I'm training with boys similar size to me.
Yeah.
The boys I train, British, Welsh level judo boys, high level wrestling, and I come from a striking background, so it's just perfect for me anyway.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure you can go far. I mean, you definitely seem to have the ability, and from what I've heard from just what you're saying here, just the actual good mindset which is needed. So obviously, I'd imagine you're, from what I've heard about your inspirations, you're a fan of the UFC.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So obviously they've got the kind of big next fight that they've got is between Usman and Edwards. I was just kind of wondering what your thoughts on that was.
We've spoken about this. I think Usman's probably going to get the win. Like, he's definitely the favourite going into the fight. I'd say Edwards is a lot better than when they fought the first time. So is Usman. They've leveled up opposite sides of the game. Usman's become a better striker, and Edwards has become a better, counter wrestler, anti-wrestling, taking on defense. I don't think there'll be a stoppage, but I do think Usman will win on decision.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Usman's a big favourite going into it, to be honest. And I mean, I'm not surprised. His dominance has been like mental. Yeah. But I mean, it's impressive still to see a British fighter fighting at that higher level.
Yeah, of course. It just obviously we had Bisping first open up the floodgates for British MMA. But there's so many boys in there. You got Leon Edwards, Jack Shaw, obviously. Brett John's back in the Bellator now. There's just opportunities everywhere. Yeah,
and I mean, of course, Tom Aspinall as well.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'll leave it with this last question. Is it just in general, you've got this platform now? It's not really a massive platform, but you got a platform. I was wondering if you were wanting to shout out anything.
I haven't got any sponsors or anything, but if anyone's down in Swansea and wants to start training MMA, come down to 2-4 Martial Arts. We're always looking to build a fight team. The gym, we're getting the numbers built up, and we're on a streak at the minute. We're just smashing everyone up. And also big shout out to Eric Skier as well. I'm not sponsored by him, but he's talking with gear every now and again. We talk all the time, so why not give him a shout out as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've spoke to the people that work for that company. They do seem like quite sound people, to be fair. Yeah,
it's a great company, and the quality's top quality as well. Like, they've been my fight shorts now since January. I've been wearing them, so.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm very much appreciative of you doing this interview. You seem like a great lad, to be honest, and I'm sure you can go very far in the mixed martial art business. Maybe in a few years we could come back and see how things have changed in your career.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks for having me on as well. I've enjoyed this. It's been good.
Great. Okay, well, thanks for watching the video. If you did indeed watch the video, like the video if you did indeed like the video, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.